Hi guys, my name is Orville Scott, and today we're doing another YouTube video. This one's going to be a bit more, I guess, personal. Now, first of all, I want you guys to ignore the sounds that's in the background. We sort of have like a family reunion here, so I apologize for that, okay? So that's number one. Number two, I have some messages for YouTube. YouTube! I have gotten claimed on my Nintendo video for some reason. Now this upsets me, knowing the fact that I am subscribed to a lot of YouTubers who actually have had recorded Nintendo gameplay and have not been asked by Nintendo to share their revenue with them. Okay? I know a lot of YouTubers who complained this earlier in the year, like Angry Joe, etc. Now I did what you guys, I guess, advised me to do, which was to remove the music, but I'm still mad. I'm hoping in the future to monetize my videos, but I do not want to get claimed for them, or I don't want my Mario video to be removed. Okay, so I am upset about that. So please fix that, or at least email me of why the hell my video got claimed. So that's number one. Number two, in my recent videos, I have stated in the description that every single music, every single song that's put into the video is a collection of SHAREfactory, which is the editing application I use, is a collection of their non-copyrighted content. However, in this video, there may be a copyrighted song. May be a copyrighted song. If there is, I will put their credit in the description. And that artist of that song have stated in the description of their own videos that anyone who uses their song can just put credit in the description and they're good. So do not claim me for anything. Do not claim me for stealing someone else's work. Okay? So that's number two. Number three, the thing I'm about to say that we're discussing in this video is important and educational. It's going to be about racism. Yes, dear viewers, it will be about racism. Now, I do not want my video removed of this. You guys have stated before that if a video is for educational purposes, then it's good. Especially it's good to monetize, and that's another thing. I will make future gameplay videos, but I don't want my videos to be removed. Okay, I have contacted a lot of game developers, and some of them in their terms of use have clearly stated actually, that people can record gameplay of their games. However, if I'm unable to show proof of that, or I'm unable to actually show that they gave me the okay, I don't want my videos being taken down. Now this video isn't going to be monetized, but future videos will, and maybe recent videos. And I just want to let you know that you guys stated that if the commentary is for educational purposes and it's related to the game, that the video is okay to be monetized and won't be taken down. So again, do not claim me for any crap. That's number three. And number four, I have stated in my recent videos, I have given names, right? Those people, the names I have mentioned, have given me the right to put their names in the video. And I'm going to say three other names as well. Baffled Chicken, who is another YouTuber, and I know that person personally. Dan the Man and Christopher Y aren't YouTubers, but I also know them personally. They have given me the right to put their names in the video. So, good. Now that we've gone out of the way, I want to talk to my viewers right now and discuss with them what I need to discuss. Alright guys, now that we can start, I'm sorry I'm paranoid. Literally just last week I found out about this whole monetizing thing, and I'm not going to monetize my videos until, I don't know, later on. But for now, I want to talk about something extremely important. Yes, this video will be based on racism, but this whole video is going to be based on opinions. I don't know if this video will actually make a change, but I just want to talk about the origin of racism. So first of all, I asked the people I know personally, I asked them a question. Is racism an opinion? Four of them gave me their opinions. However, only 3 gave me the right to say their names in the video. Those people were Dan the Man, Christopher Y, or Christian Y, sorry, and Baffled Chicken. Baffled Chicken is a YouTuber. I will put his link in the description below. And again, excuse me for the noise in the background. So, Dan the Man said, racism is a view on life that is learned, so in a way, yes. Racism is an opinion, and discrimination is the action that comes from racism. But both are bad. Christian Y said, racism is a sign of fear for other people. They are scared of the fact that we could be better than them, so they make fun of us to bring us down. Baffled Chicken said, racism is a bias against a certain race, but people can still have different views. Like some will hate that race more. Although, sometimes racism is just because those people straight up hate others. Racism can also occur in stereotypes. Racism is a belief which can be considered an opinion, and in that view, religion would also be considered opinions as well. So, since we've gone that out of the way, I want to give my opinion now. Basically, what Dan the Man said was, yes, racism is an opinion. Christian Y said, racism is when someone discriminates against another person, and Baffled Chicken basically said both. So now I'm going to give my opinion. Now, here's my opinion. The origin of racism isn't just from the ignorance and arrogance of people, but it has to do way more than that. Several years ago, probably I think in the late 1900s, a UCLA professor known as Jared Diamond actually made this amazing theory known as guns, germs, and steel. Now, I learned about this recently, and maybe I will put a link in the description to the 3-hour documentary. Now, this his theory was made into a book, made into a documentary, and he also made a website that showed the concise version of his theory. In this theory, and I'm not going to say every single detail, but the gist of it is that things like inequality or superiority, or why America is a developed nation and places like China are still developing, right? Like, those questions are actually answered. So the theory is that the land that we stood upon, our geography actually caused so many things. And it's true. In every single geography, there is different fauna. There is different resources. And unfortunately, different people had different resources. And some people had better resources than others, which they were able to share with other people, and those people were able to perfect it, like the Europeans. The Europeans were exposed to animals, and a lot of their animals had diseases. And when the Europeans were exposed to a lot of epidemics like the Black Plague, okay, they gained resilience to a lot of diseases as a result. That is also why the African slave trade started, and why there are black slaves, okay? Ever since the encounter, which was like this event in which Europeans met the natives of North and South America, what ended up happening was that the diseases that the Europeans were already resilient to were now spread amongst the natives. And those natives actually died. A lot of them died, which caused the Europeans to go to Africa and ask for slaves. Now, I just want to mention something, that slavery was already occurring in Africa, okay? And a lot of it had to do with ignorance, but slavery was already occurring in Africa, okay? The opinion that people had, that people thought they were superior over others, actually caused inequality. And equality caused racism. Alright? So, that being said, is racism an opinion? Does racism jump down to an opinion? Yes. But there is so much more that needs to be said. Okay? especially in America right now, we are on the brink of something major happening. Some people are already determining something bad will happen between 2015 and 2020. There's even a book about that. You know, there's the All Black Lives Matter movement and stuff. Ever since Michael Brown died, um, and yeah, a lot of stuff are happening. So I had to make this video because I want to give my opinion, and I want to say how opinions are not just the basis of racism, but are also changing the world. Opinions are what we think is right and wrong. Ever since we were children, we are left with two decks of cards. Okay, what we think is right, what we think is wrong. Now, how do we learn what is right or wrong? We either learn it by two ways, from experience or from our own parents. And our parents have an opinion of what they think is right or wrong. The difference between facts and opinions isn't just what we think and what actually occurred, but it's also about morality. Morality and facts link so much together. What is 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal over 9,000. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Alright? That's right. Morality is the difference between right and wrong. So technically, since 2 plus 2 equals 4, that means it's right. But what about certain situations, scenarios, and events that happen in society? Morality, in terms of opinion, just slowly chips away. What you think is right, someone else across the world thinks it's wrong. And that is what is causing society to have arguments. That causes friends to separate. That causes families to, you know, just split apart. That causes couples to get divorced. That is what causes people to be apart. Alright? And unfortunately, it's the truth. Okay? You may go on YouTube talking about what you think is right and what you think is wrong. Hey, I'm saying what I think is right, what I think is wrong. I'm no saint. But you have to understand that no one's going to agree with your opinion. And that's another thing. Do we have the right to judge another person's opinion? The phrase, "we are entitled to our opinion," means two things only. We are responsible for our opinion, and that we have a right to say what we want to say, but that doesn't make it right in the view of all humans. You may have a friend who you believe to be a good person in the beginning, but later on they do something and then all of a sudden they're bad now. What happened to the good memories you guys had? The world as a whole will always be seen as gray, but individuals and inhabitants of humanity are seen as either black or white, as seen as either good or bad, as seen as either funny or not funny. And it's just how life is. But we are making that so. Okay? If the first humans on Earth were able to go from hunters and gatherers to farmers, they were able to think for themselves and say, wait, I think it's a good idea to do this, etc., right? Don't you think that, well, maybe they faced problems and conflicts with each other as well? Yeah. There were farmers, and then there were hunters and gatherers, and the hunters and gatherers believed they were superior, and the farmers believed they were superior. Conquerors in history have believed they were superior, believed that what they were gaining was good, believed they were righteous to conquer lands. The Europeans did so too. Everyone has. But opinions cause bullying. Whether we think we have control over a person or not, or whether we think we are less powerful than a person or not, depends on us, but also affects history as well. And before you guys say anything about, give me complicated questions like, oh, Orville, okay, well then, is it good to kill a bad person? Or is Donald Trump good? Does Donald Trump have the right to say his opinion? Look, all I'm saying is this. Is that opinions have changed the world in a way in which we are fighting over what we think. And I don't know whether we have the right to judge another person's opinion, or even give our opinion based on their opinion. But opinions are what are breaking us apart. I'm sorry this video wasn't long enough. If you guys want me to go into more detail, then fine. It's just really, really hard to do commentary. So, this whole conversation is on my opinion. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah. And you know what? Be a warrior. A warrior doesn't necessarily just mean to just, keep on fighting. It also means to think for yourself.